Finally, an army of clockwork spiders and mechanical insects to do my bidding. Go forth, my robotic minions, and bring me back this world!
You know these are just sculptures, right?
Yeah, I knew that.
The jewelry and sculptures he makes are amongst the most well-known in the steampunk community. I wear one of his rings myself, and if you've ever checked online for steampunk images, chances are you've seen some of his work. Today we are meeting Proulx of Catherinette rings. Welcome to the Kinetoscope Parlour.
Thank you.
You're one of the few who can actually make a living out of creating steampunk stuff. And I'm guessing that steampunk jeweler wasn't your career plan from the start. How did you come to do this?
Well, it just started as a coincidence. We started a business. Catherine was making the rings. I was sending them online. And someday I started to make rings just for fun. And the first ring I put online was sold within 24 hours. So I thought, how did I just do that?
How long have you been doing this now?
I've been doing this for 6 years now.
And could you venture a guess as to how many rings you've created?
Roughly 10,000. And each ring takes about 2 meters, so that's about 20,000 meters of wire that I've used.
20,000 as in 20 kilometers of wire?
Yes.
Steampunks are still a pretty narrow customer base. Do you get other people buying your creations?
I would say that most of the people who buy my creations don't know about steampunk, so they just look at my creation, they like it, and they buy it for the look.
And where do you get the inspiration for these things?
Well, it comes from my childhood. If I would say for the steampunk sculpture, I used to collect bugs and insects and know all the scientific names by heart. That's my inspiration for my insect sculptures. For the rings, I wanted to make something that looks mechanical, that looks like a little machine that you can wear on your finger. So that's my inspiration.
Beyond this, is there something in particular that differentiates your creations from those of others?
Well, a lot of the creations I see, especially in jewelry, it's mixed media. So it's mixing many items together, patching them together, gluing them together with either solder or glue. I don't use that. What I use to put everything together is mostly wire.
Your work has been featured in a number of books, websites, and other works on steampunk. One of the characters from the series Warehouse 13 even wore one of your rings. How does it feel when your work gets that kind of attention?
It's awesome, of course. But I would say what's more awesome is when you walk in the street and then you meet someone that actually is wearing one of your pieces. That's even more awesome.
What's the hardest part of your work?
The hardest part would be coiling and twisting wire by hand, which at the end of the day really hurts. And because of that, I can't wash dishes after a long day. But Catherine volunteers to do it for me.
And what's the best part?
I think the previous question answers that one.
Do you have any particular project for the future?
I have so many projects going on, but one of them, my most recent project, is with the creator of Atelier. He is a Gothic jewelry designer, and we decided to combine our forces to create a new line of jewelry, steampunk and goth. So steam goth, it's going to be totally epic.
I don't doubt it. And where can my viewers see your creations?
Actually, it's very easy. Just go ahead, Google my name. You'll find them there. You can find my shop on Etsy. That's the best place to shop for my goods.
And before we move on to your geek question, I have to ask, why Catherinette rings?
Well, Catherinette rings is because at first, when we started the business, it was mainly rings, and my girlfriend's Catherine, so Catherinette, and it was her rings that I was selling. So that's why.
So for your geek question, I'd like to know if you could have one superpower, which one would you choose?
Absolutely time travel. And I think I don't need to explain why.
Indeed. Well, it's been a pleasure having you on the show.
Me too, thank you.
That's all for today. I'm Baron Celsius von Fahrenheit, telling you to stay weird, and we shall meet again at the Kinetoscope Parlour. Hi guys, Alex here. I hope you liked the episode. If you did, please share it with your friends to allow them to discover these wonderful people. I also recommend, if this is the first time you see the show, go check out the other episodes, and you can subscribe to the channel and follow me on Facebook or Twitter to see what's coming. I'm so glad I had the opportunity to do a show with Daniel. He's one of our great steampunk artists we have, and he's extremely involved with the steampunk community all around the world, in Canada, and especially here in Montreal, where he's probably the main architect of our community over here. He's also a very patient man, because he allowed me to turn his house upside down for shooting twice, because I had a technical glitch on the first time and I had to go back to reshoot a bunch of scenes. I'm very grateful for your patience, Daniel. On the flip side, since it took so long to do this episode because of the glitch, I had time to film other stuff, so other episodes should come faster this time. So stay tuned, more cool people coming.